Zion Foster was murdered by her own cousin and discarded like a piece of trash. 6 months of digging through a landfill. Thousands of dark text messages exposed. The most dangerous predator is sometimes the one you call family. To understand this tragedy, we must turn back the clock and look deep into the relationship between the victim and the killer. Zion Foster was 17, a girl standing on the threshold of life with dreams of becoming a fashion designer. And Jalen Brazier, 23, wasn't a stranger. He was Zion's cousin. In the eyes of the family, Jalen was a trustworthy brother figure. But beneath that veneer was a dark truth no one suspected. Recovered phone data would later paint a completely different picture. Thousands of text messages revealed that Jalen had been silently grooming his cousin, seducing and manipulating her psychologically for months. He controlled Zion, forcing her to keep this twisted relationship a secret. January 4th, 2022. When Jalen offered to pick Zion up to hang out, her mother agreed. She didn't know. She was handing her daughter over to a monster. Zion stepped into Jalen's car, carrying the innocent trust of youth. She texted her mom one last time, saying she was with her cousin Jalen. And that was the last sign of life from Zion Foster. When night fell and Zion didn't return, fear began to engulf the Foster family. Phone off, no reply. When her panicked mother called Jalen to ask for her daughter's whereabouts, his attitude was enough to send chills down anyone's spine. He denied everything. He said, "I didn't pick her up. I don't know where she is." A bald-faced lie without a stutter. But even more terrifying were his actions in the days that followed. Jalen didn't run. He stayed there, watching the family's pain. He even helped Zion's mother print missing person flyers. He walked with them, pretending to search for the cousin he had disposed of with his own hands. Detroit police quickly stepped in. And here, Jalen's arrogance began to crumble under the weight of technology. In the digital age, every action leaves a trace. Even if Jalen deleted texts and turned off location services, the digital ghosts remained. Investigators cross-referenced his statement with GPS data and security footage. The contradictions were glaring. Cameras captured both of them entering Jalen's house, but only he walked out. GPS data showed that on that night, his car traveled to a desolate area, home to massive industrial dumpsters. But the most damning evidence lay in his Google search history. Imagine this. If you accidentally hurt someone in a panic, what would you search for? CPR? Or call 911? No. Jalen Brazier searched for trash pickup schedule in Detroit. And even more chilling, he looked up dumpster capacity. These searches weren't the actions of a panicked man. This was calculation. The coldness of a killer looking to delete a human being, like deleting a junk file. Cornered by undeniable evidence, Jalen was forced to change tactics. He admitted to dumping Zion's body. He claimed, "We were smoking weed." Zion had a reaction and suddenly stopped breathing. "I was too scared, so I threw her in a dumpster." This is a common defense strategy. Blame the victim and claim it was just a mishandling of remains due to panic. But prosecutors pointed out a fatal flaw in this story. If it was an accident, why not call an ambulance? Why throw a family member in the trash? Based on this confession, Detroit police launched a search operation at the Pine Tree Acres landfill. Picture the scene. Summer of 2022. Blistering heat. Overpowering stench. Search teams in hazmat suits, digging through tons of waste. They were looking for a tooth, a bone fragment, or a piece of Zion's clothing. 6 long months. An extraordinary but hopeless effort. Nothing was found. Zion's body had vanished forever beneath the city's waste. The absence of a body was a massive legal hurdle. The defense used it to argue, no body, no proof of homicide. But justice sometimes doesn't need a body to speak. In 2024, the jury saw through Jalen's facade. They saw the motive in the abusive texts. They saw the cruelty in the Google searches. They understood that the act of disposing of the body was the clearest evidence of murder. The judge had scathing words for him before sentencing. You didn't just kill her. You robbed her family of the chance to say goodbye. You threw her away like trash. A sentence of 38 to 100 years was handed down, a fitting end for the perpetrator. But for Zion's mother, this sentence remains forever incomplete, as she can never bring her baby girl home. The Zion Foster case is a costly wake-up call about psychological manipulation within the family. The predator sometimes wears the face of a loved one. Remember, no matter how well a crime is covered up, digital ghosts will always expose the truth. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to decode the next case with us.